1 month old.
Yes, you should start. Little bit soup is all. Nothing wrong.
Strained.
Strained, absolutely strained. Just water. But little soup and things like that will be good for them.
In barley water soup,
In
barley soup
water,
and...
little bit. Barley water is very good.
Mm.
Barley water, or you can start with juices if you like, and then go to soups, and then to. I mean, the system must get used to that. You see, gradually you must bring around children to food, not suddenly the heavy food.
Adrian's 6 months, he hasn't had anything yet because we got the message that you said that it was 6 months that they should have food for the first time.
Food is different. I mean,
This is
not the
clear.
juices.
Clear liquid.
Well, but you know that's the way we.
No. Food means solid food. Solid food. You see what you can give them rice and dal cooked together, make it very. Because if you train up the system properly,
Yes.
first you start with juices, then come to soups, and then come to solid food in the sense that it is semi-solid. You can cook rice and dal together, make a khichdi. She knows that, how to make it, thin it out, and give it to the child. That you can do, but not this dal, moong dal. Moong dal and rice you can cook together and start with that after 6 months. Food means when there are solid parts. But juices and soups you must start.
Yes.
It's important.
And water.
And water you should start immediately. After a month you should start water, boiled water you must start. But I saw your child getting, isn't it, your child was having water all right? Yes. Yes. What is her age?
10 months.
She's 10 months.
10 months, that's right. But when you started?
At what age?
They always had water, right from the very beginning, Mother.
They had water.
Yes, Mother.
That's good. So they had water. Now what else you wanted to know?
The baby's waking at night, Mother. What do we do to get them out of waking up at night time?
You see, there are, because they're wet in the night, that's why they get up, isn't it? Or for no rhyme and reason.
Yes, no rhyme.
Alright, so what you have to do is to massage their body with oil and massage their head with oil and put a lot of oil in their heads, you see. And then put some powder and clean it up. Give them a massage in the night and sleep very well. They won't get up. In the night you should give them a massage in case they are restless in the night or something like that. Before sleeping. You give them their last meal, say about what time you give them last? 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock?
Well, it depends on their age. Gabriel and Luke have their dinner at about 6 o'clock. Adrian has, he goes to bed at about, his last meal about 7:30, 8
Alright,
o'clock.
so what you do, 6 o'clock, you give him one feed, alright? And 9 o'clock another one. You can give like that. One more in the 9 o'clock, so they won't be hungry. But in between you can do the massage of the body. So about 7 o'clock you can do the massage. Alright?
Yes, ma'am.
So 7:30 then he goes to bed. 9 o'clock in his sleep he must have. In his sleep. And then in the morning he'll get up at about 5. That's all. It's very simple, 5 or 6. But I think you people don't massage the body so much of the child. You have to massage it twice in the beginning. Twice. One in the night, one in the daytime. Alright? Now what else?
When do they stop breastfeeding, Mother?
10 months. Gradually they should take to bottle. 10 months. They can stop 10, 12. You see, in India they used to stop after 3 years. Nobody bothered. But it's better to stop it by 10, 11 months or so.
If they don't get the mother's milk, say they have to cut it short.
Of course. You should take the bottles. No harm in giving bottle milk. Do it properly. But you see, if you do not give the nipple in the mouth of the child of the bottle from the very beginning, or say about 1 or 2 months or 3 months at the most, they won't take it easily.
No.
So best is to give one feed after 3 months. Start giving them one feed. When the child is sleeping, you give one feed. Then the child is used to the nipple. You have to understand the child has to get used to everything. Then they easily move. But otherwise you suddenly...
Yes, Mother, they were started at 6 months, but then they just don't want to eat the food that's given them. Some of the other babies that have been eating
Because
solid
the food
food
is not
for a
tasty.
while. It's not tasty.
You must make it tastier. You see, you must put proper salt. Salt must be properly put, and little tasty it must be made. You see, little bit of butter, little bit. You see, you must make it tasty. Otherwise, the food is not tasty. They don't like it on the tongue. Just like us.
And tell the mother in Sydney they must have salt in their food, and they must have
this
sugar.
is a very funny idea, not to have salt. Do you all suffer from high blood pressure?
In Melbourne, they refuse
You see,
to put
without
any salt in
salt,
the food.
you cannot do
Just
your
refuse.
respiration. Ask any doctor.
Mother asked for
If
salt.
there is no sodium chloride in your blood, you see, your respiration will go down. These things are essential for life, but not too much of everything. Salt is needed with food. I mean, these are all funny ideas that are coming up. But the worst thing is that you are so naive, just like children. I mean, if anybody tells us don't take salt, we'll just be saying, oh, you must be coming from lunatic asylum. But if you are suffering from high blood pressure, if there's a problem of that or something, then it's different. Salt is very important for tea, for everything. To feel relaxed is the best way to reduce the blood pressure. What else is...
There's also a belief that if you give children sweet food as a small baby and child, that it will grow up and have blood sugar problems. So they give very sour, sweet, sour lemon, sour
I told
fruit
you
and-
that, you see how blood sugar comes in because of diabetes.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? Not because of sugar. It comes only because of diabetes. Diabetes comes because of thinking too much. If you make your child agitated all the time, you want him to think and do this very well in the school at the age of 5 years, if you want him to do O level, then what will happen? You see, you want to make the child do competition, what is left over by you. Take it easy. Let the child study as well as grow normally.
Is it wise for the baby to sleep in the same bed as the parents, and up to what age, Mother?
Very small, 6 age. Not every time. It's not proper. I don't think it's good all the time. But little bit while, and then the child must sleep always in his bed. Always sleeping in his bed is the best. But in the same room, not in some other room. But then you should take the baby together with you when you are nursing or anything for a while. That's all. But mostly the child should be in the bed. It's not with the parents, it is sleeping between the two parents to be crushed.
And until what age should young children be kept in the same bedroom?
I mean, even now my children sleeping. So what can I do? You see, we are different type of people. We don't undress ourselves when we sleep. That's the problem. I hope Sahajogis are not sleeping like that. Please don't sleep without clothes. Bhoots will enter into you. Must wear your clothes and then sleep. I'm telling you, don't sleep without clothes. Bhoots, that's the best way the bhoots enter you. What is the need? I don't understand.
Mother, there's some of the babies have been experiencing a lot of pain while they're cutting their teeth, while their teeth are coming through.
There's a very
And some of
old
them
medicine called Steedman's powder. Steedman's powder, write it down.
Yes, I know that.
You get some rings. They are very good for children. Ivory rings.
Teething rings.
Yes.
Ivory rings. We get them in India. You get here plastic ones, we get ivory ones. You get some of these rings, are very good for children.
Albert, you better get those. Ivory rings. Teething rings.
Mother, another question. What do you think about dummies for the babies?
Dummies?
Yes, you know what dummies are. They're the little rubber
Suckers.
things shaped like a nipple to an extent, and
You see, they might develop that teeth are coming out. See, if you give too much of that.
Yes, if you give too much, but a little bit of maybe to settle the baby down to sleep.
It's all right, little bit
because
is
the
all
baby
right.
likes
Little
to
bit
suck.
is all right, but try to keep it away. You see, best is to give Vishu the treatment and not have it. Otherwise, the teeth will be running
Yes.
parallel,
Yes, mother.
and you will have a lot of problems settling them back.
Yes.
But it's too little bit you can give that. They are called as dummies, are they?
Dummies, they're called. Yes. Dummy nipples.
All right. There's no harm.
They want to know about toilet training, Mother.
What is that?
What is
How to stop the baby from wetting the nappies and using the pot, basically.
That at the age of only 2 months or 3 months, you must start touching the bottom of the baby to a pot. You see, keep a little pot like that and try to say, make some sounds like that and all that. The child starts doing it and he gets used to the touch, you see, of the thing. Then we know that's an impulse, you see, in him. That acts as a message. And you can do it. It's very simple.
very early then?
Very early you must start it. Very early.
We don't do that.
That's it, because you have these dry drips, that's why.
Mr. Freud said we shouldn't do it, Mother.
Why?
It'll give you a complex.
What? What is the complex? What?
Yeah. No, that's right.
Complex? We all Indians do it. We don't have any complexes. I think it's all. The one who has given you real complex is Mr. Freud himself. What complex can be? Kya hoga? I can't. Beyond my mind.
All this nonsense about how you were toilet trained, and if you, it explains why you behave in a certain way when you're grown up, and according to how you sat on the potty, and it really is. It's true, Mother.
We don't even know what these things. Oh, what a thing he was, nonsense. Oh.
Another question, Mother.
That's why you people are very addicted to bathrooms also.
It's true.
We are not. You see, we are there hardly for 5-10 minutes, have a bath, get out of it, you see. The addiction comes from that kind of a thing. You're very bathroom cultured, that's why.
All this graffiti business is
Graffiti?
graffiti, writing on the walls, all this stuff. It's all
Writing
coming
what?
from that.
Writing on the wall. You know, the best thing, if you are constipated, take a newspaper. It's a simple thing. And horrid news. That's how I've seen some people have treated them. They said, we get constipated also. I said, read a newspaper in the morning. That's the place you should read newspaper. Actually, nowhere else. That's it is what? Nothing else, you know. I would do that. When I don't get any chance or anything, I would say that I better read it in the newspaper in the bathroom. That's the place, you see. Because such filth in there. No. I tell you, he must be a sweeper in his last life. Must be something wrong with this Freud. I think must have been a sweeper.
12 years ago in England, Mother, there was a man called Dr. Alex Comfort, who's basically a descendant of Freudian psychology, who said that you should have contraceptives available in the marketplace for children to buy as from the age of 12. So
For
that's
what?
how far we've gone.
For what?
Contraception, in other words...
Oh, I see. What?
Slop-
This is another joke. I thought must be for constipation.
Maybe that's instead of the new...
Here, boys don't even understand these things.
They do here, Mother, in the West.
In the West, maybe
word.
here they are overgrown. You don't allow them to be natural, putting all these ideas into the head. Tell me your boy.
Mm.
All Western nonsense.
What are they? Oh, go on, fire away.
Mother, I have some more questions.
Hmm?
What should the mothers do about constipation in the babies? Babies.
You see, they should not have constipation themselves.
Well, they do when they're on the formula mixtures.
Yes, so we have so many ways of removing in India. Like we take that ajwain, kachuran and all that all the time in the little black
That's for
grapes, dried ones, raisins, black raisins. Yes, prunes.
Prunes.
Prunes with orange juice. Orange juice is very
Yes.
good. And also milk, boiled milk in the night.
Mm.
Cow's milk.
Very good. Boiled
That's another thing, Mother. When they're weaned from the mother's breast, are they weaned onto cow's milk?
To what?
Cow's milk. Do we?
From
give them-
breast to cow's milk or from breast to formula mixture?
I mean, we give cow's milk. Because this formula nowadays, I don't know what do
It
they
makes black stools.
If you get cow's
very-
milk, better is to remove the cream, put the water in it and boil it, remove the cream, and that's the best for the children. But boil it together, not separately. Always boil the milk and the water together, never separate.
So all these mothers on formula should transfer to cow's milk.
Hmm?
All these mothers who are feeding their babies on formula, on this mixture, on this powdered stuff, should change to cow's milk.
Yes, I mean if the children can digest cow's milk, nothing like it. If they can digest. But you must know what is the amount of water you should put
Proportion.
for, because that's more natural to take to cow's milk.
Well, you're supposed to be feeding them off the breast, aren't you?
If you can't feed them off the
If you can't feed them off the breast, I suppose you've got to...
No, but what we do then, you see, for some time you can take formula because might be it is better according to the age group. But say after 10 months, you
Yes.
can take to cow's milk all right. But little bit one feed you should start by the time they are about
Educating
3
them.
months before they are conscious. Must start one feed. Is she giving one feed at least to the baby or not? No, not yet. Oh, no, not her. I'm saying Barbara, is she giving one feed to the baby?
No,
The
Mother.
bottle?
Only breast milk.
No,
Only breast
you
milk.
should start now, all right? Otherwise, again, he'll be very angry with the bottle.
He is, Mother. I've tried him on
See,
the bottle before.
I tell-
He doesn't like it.
So, better start earlier, always. One feed you must start earlier. Say 1 month you can start, because children here are very adamant type, you see.
Yes, Mother.
What other things?
Medication for children, Mother. A lot of Panadols given to the babies.
Panadol,
Yes, Mother.
for what?
For temperatures or irritability, teething, when the baby's crying or upset.
I don't think Panadol is a very good thing.
No, it
It's horrible.
contains...
It's not a very good
aspirin,
thing, you
isn't
see,
it?
it just...
Paracetamol.
It can make the child very bad later on. See,
Liver,
after
it will
the
cause
effect.
liver problems.
Oh, it's not good. You see, for, say a child is irritable or anything, say, you should find out what is exactly the trouble is. Is it due to the stomach trouble or anything? Then according to that you should give. But there are natural things that you should give to the baby and not unnatural. Say a child has got a diarrhea. Alright, a simple method is to boil this fennel seeds and mint together. Boil it. Keep it ready and give that with little sugar or candy sugar. And give that to the child twice. Child will be all right. Simple things like that, I can give you so many medicines.
Yes, Mother.
Very simple. You should see why the child is sick. See, Panadol is something like a sleeping pill only.
Yes, it is.
That's very bad at that age.
Another question, Mother. Mother, Barbara.
What about that? Do you use that?
For the baby is all right, but what about the mother? Mother has to take it out, no? What else? For wind. What you can get here. You must be having some medicines for wind.
Oh, just the usual ones.
Antacid
What
or
do you
something.
use at the hospital?
Either water
It's fairly innocuous, isn't it? But do they boil the alcohol off it?
What is that?
It originally has some small volume of
4%,
alcohol.
4%.
What is it?
4% alcohol.
4%
In what?
In grape water.
in water.
No, we don't give grape water to the children. We give this ajwain water and to the mother. There's another way is to... Ajwain is the only thing I know very well because... Well, I'll find out for you if there's something else that you can have.
Should the mothers have a diet avoiding wind-producing foods?
Ah, of course. They should not eat rice at all. They should not eat rice. They should not eat anything that is grown under the earth.
Yes, mother.
Potatoes also, they should not. Anything like that. Rice, potatoes, all these things must be avoided.
Yes, mother.
You don't know these.
No, they're not basic.
Rice is never given to a woman who has got a baby. Till about 10 months, she must avoid taking rice.
So any wind-producing food should be avoided in the mother.
Everything that comes from the Mother Earth, in the sense from the down below Mother Earth, gives, and also milk. Milk gives wind very much. Milk gives, but milk boiled in a iron pot. You see, made out of steel, but not the stainless one. The other one doesn't give.
Milk boiled in a steel pot.
We
Cast
have
iron.
a
Cast
cast
iron doesn't give wind.
So you should boil that milk with the water, whatever it is, together in an iron pot.
Yes, mother.
So milk should not be taken like that by mothers directly at all. If she has to take milk, then take it with some sort of a porridge or something at the most. She has to take milk, no doubt. So she should take it with a porridge or these crispies or something like that.
Yes, mother.
What about nappies, mother? Some of the nappies make their legs go out at 45
No,
degrees.
that horrible thing that you make the children wear, I'm really against it. It's very handy, but it's very bad. Poor, this girl has suffered so much. Even now she has problems, you see, with plastic stuff. But we don't use plastic stuff. You see. We use cotton ones, nice cotton ones, and we put little, what you call, absorbent cotton.
I think we call them flannelette napkins here, mother.
And then we remove the cotton. If the napkin is also wet, we remove the napkin, it can be washed. You see, we can have about 12 or say 24 kept like that. It's very simple how to make it, I'll show you. This is the same, is the napkin. So you get a soft cloth, some sort of a malmal or something. In India you get such a lot of them, ready-made. Now what you do is to make it like that, right?
Yes.
Now, not a thing like this for a little baby. But you can have soft towel if you can get one.
Yes, we get soft toweling. Many of us do it that way.
All right. And then you must wash them. It takes any time for you to wash. Say in a day you take about, in the beginning they are small and you need more numbers. Later on you don't need them, but you don't have all these problems of the plastic for the baby. And the child is allowed to breathe, his body grows well, otherwise they have, the backside is so pushed in, funny figures, and they also have what you call the legs going like that.
Hip joints go.
It's very bad. It's very strong and should be avoided.
You mean the disposables, or do you mean...
The disposal are not good thing. Only if you are going out somewhere. See, this kind of a cloth is the best. This is a soft one. This is very good.
That's
Still,
readily
for a
available.
little newly born is thick for us. You see, we don't do all this.
They
We
use
don't
gauze at first.
seam it. Not to seam it at all. It hard. You see, just open it out, just like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Just, we don't seam it. And now put it down like that. It's too big. For a big child is all right. All right. No, that's all. You can, even if you want, you can put like this for a big boy. Here, a little food. But normally for a little baby, it's all right. So the child is allowed to.